are so important. And I guess you can say if dads are important, mothers are divine. They just release love, but dads have a different role. Moms love, moms comfort, moms inspire, moms nurture. Dads provoke. Dads don't let you off the hook. Dads call you to endure, to persevere, to go the extra mile, to test your character. I can remember when my father tested my character. I was in high school. I was a baseball player. I was a good baseball player. I was a good hitter. I had an arm. I could really throw the ball. Whether I played outfield or shortstop or pitcher, I had a good arm. I was a good baseball player. In fact, I'd been on the all-star teams my whole entire life. Always stood out. And I can remember when I was in 10th grade, I was doing well on the baseball team, but I had this desire to play a new sport, basketball. And I can remember I tried out for the basketball team, and the problem was in a small town, when you played a sport, you had football in the fall, you had basketball in the fall going into early spring, and then the baseball was in the spring. So usually football players are ones that wanted to play two sports, played football and baseball. And the coaches that were the same in the football team, also in a small town, were also the baseball team. And so, my receiver coach was also my baseball coach. So I tried to do the unthinkable. I tried to play football, basketball, and baseball. And I can remember when I tried out, my football receiver coach, who was the baseball coach, came to me and said, "Alan, you've got a future with baseball. But if you play basketball, you're not going to be able to practice with us. And you're going to come late, right before the season starts, and I'm not going to be able to play you." Now, this was devastating to me. I thought, what do you mean not play me? I'm at least top 3 players on the team. You have to play me. And so he didn't. He sat me out that year. And I can remember going into my junior year saying, I'm not going to play. I'm going to play basketball. We were a really good basketball team. We were ranked in the top 10 in the state for a 2A school, a really small school. And I said, I'm going to quit. Dad, I'm not going to do this. He is really letting 7 or 8 players whom I'm better play in front of me. And he's doing it spitefully. I felt like he was. Play receiver, play baseball, you're in. But if you dare to go outside the good old boys club of the way the system works in high school, I'm not going to let you play. And I knew if he didn't let me play my junior year, no scouts would see me, no one would know my name, and I wouldn't be able to get a college scholarship, which you leave those things up to the Lord, right? But I told my father I'm going to quit and not play baseball my junior year. I remember what my father said to me. He goes, Alan, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're not going to quit. You know what you're going to do? You're going to stay on that team, and you're going to encourage all the other players that are starting in front of you. You're going to encourage them, inspire them, and be like their peer coach. Be their biggest fan. And I can remember at 16, 17 years old, that was not a positive thing to hear. He goes, you're not going to quit, and you're going to inspire, encourage, and love, and walk out your faith. And I just went, oh gosh. One of the hardest years. I did it though. I can remember doing it. I can remember doing it faithfully, but I did it with the thought that God's going to see me doing these things and then reward me, and the coach will see me and start me. He didn't start me at all that whole year. He sat me on the bench every game. And I can remember going, this isn't paying off. I thought if I leverage the system, if I have character and do goodwill and inspire and love and encourage, then everything will turn around. It didn't turn around. It got worse. I didn't play at all my junior year, which killed any possibility of getting a scholarship, really. And then my senior year came, and I remember going to my coach because my dad said, you're not going to quit. You're going to stay with it. And I want you to go and appeal to your coach to give you a shot. So I did. I went, Coach, you know, we have a really good basketball team. I want to continue. But you know I'm one of the top 3 players. I'll give you 110%. I'll practice during basketball season. I'll be ready. Please give me an opportunity. Well, I thought that would move him, right? It didn't. He sat me on the bench again. Until a right fielder, a good friend of mine, got hurt his knee. And the coach came to me and said, Alan, I'm going to put you in right field, not because I want to, because you're the only guy left. And I will only play you if you get a hit. As long as you hit the ball, I'll play you. But you go a game without hitting, and I'm going to sit you back down. Well, you know what? In the furnace of affliction, your character is tried. And in that moment, I can remember stepping up to the plate as a senior, probably 4 games in to the season, and I hit over 400 that year. Now, nobody knew my name. I had already lost my junior year. Nobody recruited me, but I hit the ball. I absolutely hit the ball that year, because I had to. And what made matters worse is he put me as the last hitter in the rotation. So I wasn't going to see any good pitches because the 6th, 7th, and 8th batters never got on base. So I basically became the leadoff batter because I got a hit every time. And at least every game, 2 or 3 hits. And you know what? My coach didn't give me the batting average award and didn't give me the Offensive Player of the Year award that year. But I had the highest batting average, had the most hits. Not sure I've had the most runs batted in because nobody was on base, because I was the last hitter. But you know what? I'll never forget it. My dad didn't let me quit. And my dad said, practice every day like you're going to get in the game, and love the people around you. And you know what? I'm thankful to my father. It forged something in me that today, when seasons of your life aren't going right, and you think you do character in order to make the circumstances better. And what I realized from my father is you do character because it's what God's like. It's what it means to be made in His image and to express His character and His will and His love. I'll never forget that. So glad my father pushed me. I probably wanted to quit 1,000 times. I under my breath, I probably didn't want to encourage anyone. My father helped forge something in me until it became real. Today I do it because it's real. I did it back then because my father said so. But boy, I'm glad I did.